Hey guys, this video is for my people who are constantly energized and hyper and have to be moving, but you know it's not real energy, or maybe you're suspecting it. This could be hyperthyroidism, okay? I am seeing this as a trend, and it doesn't, a lot of times doctors, just because you go to the doctor and they check your thyroid and they say it's normal, doesn't necessarily mean that they're right. You can have a hyperthyroid problem and not be diagnosed by a physician. But here are some signs that you have this issue. And I've really been dealing with a lot of this with some of my clients. So what happens with hyperthyroidism is that you're producing too much hormones, particularly too much cortisols from the adrenals, and you're not, and you notice it, like people who have this problem have bulging eyes, like there are some physical symptoms. They're thin, but they don't feel healthy. Being thin does not mean healthy. I'm like really trying to nail this into people's heads, because everyone thinks that if you're skinny, it means that you must be like the most healthiest Victoria's Secret model in the world. And honestly, guys, the skinnier you are, the sicker I feel like. People I deal with, the skinnier, it's way harder to get them better. You can, I'm not saying it's impossible, but they're dealing with way more issues because being thin, you don't have any fat buffers for the acid buildup in your body. So if you're struggling with, and I don't know how long this video is going to be, but there's this like energy about this hyperthyroid issue that's going on where the women who are struggling with it tend to just be very anxious and like not able to really fully integrate their day. Like they feel like they have to be moving around, but they're not actually getting anything done. They're like, and it's very irritated. Like they're in an irritated state, and their kidneys are not filtering out their waste. And a lot of times they're having hair loss. And the hair loss is really sad. Like it's so emotional. Your hair, especially for women, is like part of our identity. Now, I know some really great people out here, like shout out to Susie the Copper Vessel. I would consider her a mentor. She does sound baths, she's a healer, she's an actual mentor, you can work with her. But she's bald and she's like owns it. Like she has alopecia and like she shaves her head and she's like fabulous with it. So this isn't for everyone. Like if you're cool with being bald, whatever, and don't take this as a personal bald people attack, because I see a lot of women now shaving their head and they're loving it. But for me, at this point in my life, if I started to lose my hair, I'd be really upset. Like it would take a lot out of me. And I'm sure that when Susie or people who've had hair loss start losing their hair, I'm sure it wasn't immediately like, oh, look at me, I'm a bald, beautiful princess. Like maybe that's the case, but I would assume that it's definitely a grieving process to say like, whoa, my hair is not part of my identity anymore. Like this is a shift. And I actually, this is a little bit of a side note, but in 2016, right before my like mass awakening, my second really big awakening, I had a girlfriend, well, she wasn't a real friend, she cut all of my hair off. Like I literally looked like Scary Spice. And it was so like, holy crap, like I've always had really long hair. And so it was a huge shift emotionally for me to be like, oh my God, I'm like a different person. So if you're losing your hair, like it's a huge emotional thing to go through. And then just like this energy of feeling like all the time and just so conscious of like everyone else around you and just not able to truly relax, not able to really get sleep, always being up on the phone. Like this is a problem. This is your cortisol's way too high. And again, like if your eyes are bulging, if you're feeling like you're having these issues, there are ways to naturally deal with it and heal from it. You don't have to go the standard way and get on all these medications. Herbs and fruits can heal you. And so I just wanted to kind of make a quick video on that, like how I'm starting to see a lot more of this pattern of this thyroid issue with women, especially as I have more clients coming to me who are thin and they look healthy. Especially I'm working in the yoga community and they look beautiful and fabulous. But if you take a closer look, like I'm saying, they have this thinning hair, these eyes are out, they're really anxious, and the reason, more than just feeling like, oh, yoga's healthy, it's that they have to be moving, or they don't, like, it's just this energy that can't go anywhere, like their chi is really off. So I thought I'd make this video for them and for you if you're struggling with this. Now's the time. You can DM me for an iRead, or you can just click the link in my bio. It's really easy to just schedule a one-on-one session with me and learn more about my 3-month program, my 3-month group or individual program, and see if you're ready to get your thyroid under control, your health under control, your kidneys under control. You know, I say this, health is wealth, because if you feel good, you're able to achieve and you're able to conquer the world and just handle it with like grace and ease. And so that's my message, that's my mission, is to spread that healing knowledge. And I hope this video finds you and can help you. Some things that can kind of help with the thyroid issue is just doing meditation. Like, that's the biggest suggestion I have. And I'm trying so hard, and I think I'll make a whole video on meditation, on trying to get people to do it. Like, people are so resistant to meditating. First of all, there's like a spiritual element of like, is it demonic, whatever. Don't call it meditation then, just call it deep freaking breathing and sitting with your own thoughts for 20 minutes 2 or 3 times a day. But that's going to be a big one. It's going to regulate your system. You need to breathe, you need to relax, you need to just be in your body. You know, the physical body is directly tied to the spiritual and emotional body. You know, and so working with me, it's not like I go deep with you. I go way into what's causing these emotional blocks, because when you break the emotional blocks, you know, we have this auric field, and our body is so tied, our physical body is tied to these fields that, you know, listen to the science all you want, but science hasn't figured it all out. Like, they really haven't figured it all out. And if you look at these quantum physicists, the more that they actually go deeper, they start believing more in God and less in science, because there's so much we don't understand, particularly about our energy fields and how our emotional and spiritual bodies affect our physical body. So we have to work on those things in order to see the changes on the physical. So guys, I hope this helps you. Please get yourself some meditation time and DM me for an iRead. And remember, health is wealth, and we all deserve and can be rich. We just got to do the work for it, guys. So have a great night.